Have you ever wondered what it's like to have $1 trillion? Imagine being able to buy anything you want, anytime you want. Well, there's one person who doesn't have to imagine: Kim Jong-un, the leader of North Korea. He's got more money than most of us can even dream of, and he sure knows how to spend it. From fancy cars to private islands, Kim Jong-un lives a life of luxury that's hard to believe. Let's take a peek into his lavish world and see how he spends his massive fortune. Who is Kim Jong-un? Kim Jong-un is the big boss of North Korea. He's been in charge since 2011, and he's only in his 30s. That makes him one of the youngest leaders in the world. Kim comes from a family that's been ruling North Korea for a long time. His dad and grandpa were leaders before him. Growing up, Kim had it pretty good. He went to fancy schools in Switzerland and lived a life most North Koreans could only dream of. Now, as the leader of North Korea, Kim has total control over everything in the country. That includes all the money. Some people think he's worth about $5 billion, but others say it could be way more, maybe even $1 trillion. That's a whole lot of zeros. Where does all this money come from? Kim Jong-un gets his money from a bunch of different places. First, North Korea has lots of valuable stuff in the ground, like minerals. Kim's family owns all of that. They also have businesses all over the world, including fancy houses in other countries. But the biggest source of Kim's wealth is probably just being in charge of North Korea. He can pretty much do whatever he wants with the country's money. Now, let's look at some of the crazy expensive things Kim Jong-un likes to spend his money on. Mega mansions. Kim Jong-un doesn't just have one house. He has 17 palaces. Can you imagine having that many homes? His main house is called Ryong-song Residence, but people also call it Residence Number 55. It's huge and super fancy. This palace has everything you could think of: big gardens, fake lakes, and tons of fun stuff to do. There's a place to swim, a spa to relax, a track for horse racing, and even water slides. It's like having a whole amusement park in your backyard. But the coolest thing about this palace, it's built to survive anything, even a nuclear war. The walls are super thick and made with special materials to keep Kim safe. There are secret tunnels underground and lots of soldiers guarding the place. It's like a fortress and a luxury hotel all in one. Private island paradise. When Kim Jong-un wants to get away from it all, he doesn't just go to the beach like regular folks. Nope. He has his very own private island. This island has everything a super rich person could want. There's a special airport just for Kim's planes, and a big fancy boat with water slides coming off the back. Kim can zoom around on jet skis or take out motorboats when he feels like it. It's like having your own water park and boat show all at once. And the best part, no one else is allowed there, so Kim can relax without any pesky tourists around. Fleet of fancy planes. Most of us have to squeeze into tiny airplane seats when we travel, but not Kim Jong-un. He has his own collection of private jets. These aren't just any planes. They're like flying palaces. Kim's favorite plane is called Air Force One, get it? It has soft leather couches and even fancy crystal ashtrays. Another one of his planes is a big Russian-made jet that can fly really far without stopping. This means Kim can go almost anywhere in the world without having to land for more fuel. These planes aren't just comfy. They're also super safe. They have special technology to keep Kim protected while he's in the air. It's like having a secret agent gadget, but in airplane form. Luxury cars galore. Kim Jong-un loves cars, especially fancy ones. He has more than 100 luxury cars. Can you imagine having that many cars? You could drive a different one every day for more than 3 months. His favorite brand is Mercedes-Benz, but he also has cars from Rolls-Royce, Maybach, and even Lamborghini. These aren't just regular fancy cars either. They're made special for Kim with extra features to keep him safe. His most expensive car is a Mercedes-Benz Maybach S600. It costs $1.7 million. That's more than most people's houses. This car is built like a tank. It can protect Kim from bullets, bombs, and all sorts of attacks. It's like having a superhero shield but in car form. Super yachts. When Kim Jong-un wants to relax on the water, he doesn't just rent a boat. He has his own collection of super yachts. His biggest yacht is 100 meters long. That's longer than a football field. It has its own helicopter pad, multiple decks, and all sorts of fancy stuff inside. This yacht alone costs about $7 million. But wait, there's more. Kim also has another yacht that's 200 feet long and cost $8 million. This one has super fancy furniture inside, made by a famous Italian company called Fendi. It's like having a floating luxury hotel all to yourself. Designer watches. Kim Jong-un loves to show off his wealth, and one way he does this is with super expensive watches. He has a whole collection of them, worth about $8 million in total. Some of these watches cost more than most people make in a year. One of his favorites is a watch called a Patek Philippe Sky Moon Tourbillon. Just one of these can cost up to $60,000. That's more than a nice car. Kim is almost never seen in public without one of these fancy watches on his wrist. It's his way of saying, look how rich and important I am. Private cinema. Kim Jong-un loves watching movies, just like a lot of us do. But while we go to the movie theater, Kim has his very own cinema in one of his palaces. This isn't just a small room with a big TV. It's a real cinema that can seat 1,000 people. The cinema costs $200,000 to build. That's like buying a small house just to watch movies in. Kim also has a huge collection of movies, over 20,000 DVDs. His favorites are American and Japanese films, even though regular North Koreans aren't allowed to watch these. Luxury food and drinks. Kim Jong-un doesn't just eat regular food like the rest of us. He loves fancy, expensive food from all over the world. Some of his favorites are Kobe beef from Japan, caviar from Iran, and special melons from China. When he wants pork, he gets it all the way from Denmark. But Kim really loves his drinks, especially fancy wines. He once drank 10 bottles of expensive French wine in just one night. In 1 year, he spent $30 million just on alcohol. That's more money than most people will see in their whole lives. Kim also loves cheese, especially Swiss cheese. He likes it so much that he sent North Korean cooks to Switzerland to learn how to make it properly. Talk about going the extra mile for a snack. Personal ski resort. Most people have to travel to go skiing, but not Kim Jong-un. He built his very own ski resort. It's called Masikryong Ski Resort, and it costs $30 million to build. That's like building 150 regular houses. The resort has nice slopes for skiing, a fancy hotel, and even a swimming pool. There's also a karaoke room and a sauna. It's like having a whole vacation town just for yourself. Kim was so excited about this project that he visited the construction site 144 times to make sure everything was perfect. That's some serious micromanagement. Bizarre luxury items. Kim Jong-un doesn't just spend money on normal rich person stuff. He also buys some really weird things. Once, he spent $41 million on statues of himself and his family. That's right, $41 million on statues. He also likes to buy lots of random luxury items. In 1 year, he bought $120,000 worth of fancy perfumes and hair products. He spent $250,000 on fishing rods and $130,000 on horses. He even bought $1.6 million worth of umbrellas. That's a lot of umbrellas. But the weirdest thing? Kim has a special toilet that he takes with him when he travels. It's built into one of his armored cars. Why? Because he doesn't want anyone to be able to study his poop. Yep, you read that right. Even Kim's bathroom habits are top secret. So there you have it. A peek into the incredibly luxurious and sometimes bizarre world of Kim Jong-un's spending habits. From his fleet of fancy cars to his private island, from his love of expensive wines to his personal ski resort, Kim certainly knows how to live large. But here's something to think about. While Kim enjoys all these luxuries, most people in North Korea live very difficult lives. They don't have fancy cars or private jets. Many struggle just to have enough food to eat. It's a reminder that having a lot of money doesn't always mean using it wisely or fairly. Kim Jong-un's trillion-dollar lifestyle shows us just how big the gap can be between the super-rich and everyone else. What do you think about how Kim spends his money? If you had that much money, what would you do with it? Leave your thoughts in the comments below. And don't forget to like this video if you found it interesting, share it with your friends, and subscribe to our channel for more fascinating stories about the lives of the world's most powerful and wealthy people. Thanks for watching.